Hello, you're welcome. I'm streaming now. One viewer. Oh shit! Who is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. One viewer. I don't know who this is. So. Maybe I'll be getting a friend in here soon. Who knows? Hmm. Let me turn the TV down. We shall see. We shall see. I'm back. Out the thing. Turned it down. Alright, thank you for the ones who are still here. No, no, don't want it to be found. Or saw it seen. Um, okay, looks like we're just chatting for the next couple of minutes. Um, just chatting. Dungeons and Dragons. Stuff like that. Oh boy. One pity viewer from Twitch itself. Which probably won't be 8 hours, but you know. Eventually, I'll just turn it to just chatting, or I could just turn it. I could turn it. Actually, this. Oh, can't do that. Just to make my face really big. Hey, just my ugly ass face the entire time. That'd be funny. That'd be pretty fucking funny. Big ass face. Okay. So, yes, it will be good. 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 I hope that one viewer will grow from just not one viewer into multiple viewers. We'll see. So if you're in the chat, for one person that is, why not text in the chat? I'll be able to reply to you. Uh, since you're the only one there. That's Twitch. Um, phone. So just me here. Fucking all of me, and then like this would be for D&D. This not for D&D. That's how it is. And this will be blackness. I want a starting soon screen there. Be pretty cool. But I don't have that, so it's just remove. Yes. I'm back. Then this. Remove. Yes. But yeah. Mhm. No one's here, so you know. I'll keep that open always. Okay. Black Clover D&D. Since I got the stream all set up, like the way it's going to be ran, um, I should stay in screen the entire time. This is how it's going to be ran when you're just looking at me. Um, it will be ran this way when we're doing D&D. Nice little setup. Nice little setup. I wish I could crop it more. I just don't know how. The best I could do for this. Cause I wish I could center these guys more. No, it's too small, and then that's a little, like too big. But you know, that's everyone, right? Um, fucking, that's everybody. I do want to kind of get like, when I can, kind of get like the stream show their little like Discord icon, talk like flashing green, so you know who's talking. Um, I also don't do. I don't talk on Roll20. I talk on Discord because it's just better. Roll20's talking thing is garbage. Um, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Really bad actually. Um, but yeah, this is the D&D. Can't show you that because I have to do it on this part, this one, because because if I do that, it's not gonna change over here, is it? No, cool. Um, back to back to back to back to back. I don't want to hit that. Okay. So, sorry for being very silent. First time doing this. But yeah, this is how this is how we're going to run. Like how I'm gonna make the D&D look. I'm playing it. For now, anyway, this is subject to change. Granted, things, processes, stuff. I'm gonna have to change the music we use sometime now because we have to have royalty free music, um, which is fine, honestly. Royalty free music is fine, right? It's just like I could just do this, fucking fucking right. So it's just royalty free and change it. But for now, I think we'll switch scenes to this so I can do shit on the other screen. Um, once I get a friend in here, I'll start it. I know probably not a lot of people are going to watch this, but I hope more people than one person does, and that aren't my friends. Um, yeah. Uh, D&D is going to be really fun. I'm really excited to start streaming this. I really like Rustage's One Piece D&D, which is I use for inspiration for this. Uh, I used a lot of his stuff that he did in his D&Ds, like not copy and paste, but a lot of it similar. Um, I try not to do it with this one because it's very different. Um, but I will be using Pearl for now. It's not my drawing; it's Keiru's drawing for Pearl for One Piece D&D. I'll be using it for her for now. And yeah, for now, that's again subject to change because I don't want to be using other people's artwork. Um, uh, I'll send out a tweet, I guess. Fucking or not tweet and fucking a story thing. Uh, oh my god. Okay. Fucking bro. How am I supposed to know this, bro? Fucking doing a test right now. It's crazy. Okay, making the story. All right. What would my thing be? I am pulled out my fucking thing right now. Oh my god. April 30th. Well, that's not now, so fuck you. 17 minutes. Um, well, this isn't what I wanted anyway. Hold out my fucking thing right now. April 30th. Well, that's not now. That's me. uh,
Yo,
there is my friend Caden. I just put a tweet out.
you did what?
I put a tweet. I keep saying tweet. I put out a fucking something on my Instagram story. I don't know why I keep saying tweet.
I see, I see.
I think they can hear you. So you are being heard.
There is
So
one person watching you.
I know. I don't know who that is. It's probably Twitch. It's me. Hello. It is me, Logan. That is my name. This is my friend. He plays
I see
white
you
in the
dancing
D&D.
around.
No, may not do that. Don't know if I can get banned like for that. I don't know. Um,
Banned for
for
what?
showing my belly. I don't know
No, I
if
don't
who's.
think you can get
I
banned
don't
for
know
that.
who's gonna watch this. Maybe nobody. But I'm gonna say it anyway. The person talking that's not me is my friend Caden. He plays white in the story. Um,
Yes, yes, I do.
White is a rogue. I think at the moment they're level 6, so he's a level 6 rogue. Um,
Yeah,
I think we've been doing this D&D for a couple months now.
yeah.
Been a bit.
We were doing it. We were doing it once every Saturday, but now we're doing it alternating Saturdays, so our friend can still play.
Yeah, which I don't think we would have to do anymore. But we do run a different D&D.
Yeah,
Me and him are both DMs for a different D&D on alternating Saturdays. So now this will be every 2 weeks instead of every week. Which I think is
yeah,
actually better for me anyway. Gives me more time to
yeah.
plan this. Um, I have 2 viewers. That's
So
probably you,
yeah,
Caden.
it is. I am watching you. Yes,
Yo, Caden.
but
Anyway,
I mean, the other viewers is mysterious and unknown.
I don't know. They haven't talked, so I'm thinking it's Twitch. I'm onto you. I'm onto you, Twitch. Um, Giving me a pity viewer. How could you? Um, so well,
But
I'm just
that's
gonna
what I
start.
think sometimes. Like, I'll be up at like 2 a.m. and I'll be like, there's no way anybody's watching me.
Exactly. My camera's kind of shit because it's just my computer camera. Um, mm,
That's
eh,
fine. I mean, it'll eventually be better.
yeah, I should get a webcam. Anyway, so this right here is how you're viewing me now. This is how you'll be viewing us when you play D&D.
Well, I
When
don't have
we,
a webcam.
yeah, this is how you'll be viewing the setup for D&D. This will be the map.
Yeah,
The map will be on the right there. Me on the top left, and then all the players' pictures on the bottom. Um, that's White on the far left. Next to him on the right is Gajiel. Next to him is Lucas on the right. Then Gray, and then Ketsu, and then Arashi. Those are all 6 of the players. Um, Caden plays White on the far left. He is a rogue. He has shadow magic. So he uses the shadows and shit like that to attack, and stuff like that. Such spells like dark shadowy veil, which makes him better at stealthing essentially, and gives him a bonus action attack if he doesn't move. If he doesn't use any of his bonus, it also gives him advantage on stealth if he doesn't move too. He has a move, I forget what it's called, that can grab somebody and wrap them up. He can make a duplicate of himself, a doppelganger, um, and he can he can make these shadow claws. He can't be in stealth when he uses them, but he can make shadow claws, bang bang, and it's basically like if you know thy enemy from the Battle Master tree, that. But like I guess I guess it's the same actually. Um, but that's White's abilities. Um,
Yeah, Logan, dude, this setup is so cool.
I like it.
It's like
I thought it was really
it's
cool.
like a Rustage D&D thing. Yeah, it's really cool.
We can't they can't see you guys. It's the only problem with it, I think. But none of you are gonna show your face, I don't think. So doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They can see me though, my ugly ass face. Um,
Nah, bro, it's fine. It's fine. It's
would you like to
fine.
describe a little bit about your character?
Cool. Um, actually, I can just pull up the word and it'd be easier.
Wait, hold on. You're Megatroning. Wait till you're not no longer Megatroning. Okay. Keep talking and I'll tell you.
Sanya.
Okay, you're fine now. I think.
Games.
Okay, well don't
Okay.
say that.
Let me go
Come
to
on.
our games. Yeah.
Oh God, you're Megatron. What the
Go to
fuck?
our games. I think we have it.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
because my connection is slow.
God damn it. Work connection. God damn it.
It's because there's no 5G towers in my area,
Lame.
and I have 5G.
You can
So
change that on your phone. Um, you're
I
fine now.
can.
Yeah, you're fine now though.
Okay. How do I check our pins?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
there we go. Never mind. Oh, never mind. We don't have it pinned. I was trying to look for my story. Sean, I can't right now.
Well, like don't tell them your backstory. Just tell them
No, no, I
like your
know it'd
character.
just be easier if I had that because I just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
While you're talking, I'm gonna go do something. Be right back.
All right, I shall
I
entertain
think I
you
can
for
still hear my
now.
desktop audio, but I'm gonna mute my.
Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. The only well, no, not right this moment. I am behind, but man, how far back is this story? All right. I am still trying to find this story. Oh, here we go. This might be it. All right. So what's been revealed so far is White is 16 because, we all had to be the same age just about to get our grimoires and such, due to Black Clover being Black Clover. And White has been revealed to be born of the Spade Kingdom instead of the Clover Kingdom, where um, he was called Five by his father. Because okay, this is man, I am fumbling the bag right now. But okay, so basically, White, at the beginning, he was not at the beginning of the story. White was just like shown to be like emo and like just edgy, and then everybody was like, oh, why are you so emo and edgy? And then we found out that, well, he already knew, but we found out because I believe it was, I want to say, God, I can't remember his number.
Which one?
I think it was, I think it was eight that had showed up with his vine magic.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, so he showed up in the middle of the night in White's room, and and this was when they were staying at the orphanage they grew up in. So White was obviously terrified because he hasn't seen his family in years, and Eight told him that he had his vines on all of the children, and that if he moved or screamed or did anything stupid, he would kill them. So White obviously didn't move, and then, um, and then after that, it kind of started like the whole. I guess I could say like the White arc, and um, Eight left, and then the next morning, White like told everybody and stuff, and like told them and told he mostly told Gray because Gray has been his like best friend since he got there. Um, and then I think they were going. I don't remember where they were going, but they were on a trail, and then I think it was Six showed up, and
Yeah. It was
she,
Shauna.
yeah, with Shauna,
Yep. It
Six
was
showed
yeah.
up,
It was six.
and almost fucked our shit up. But then we were like, nah, and we sent her to prison.
Not for very
And
long.
yeah, not for very long because then, oh, let me tell you guys the best part. Oh my goodness. So we got back from a mission, right? And we were all chilling in the city, you know, and in the capital city. And then Margaret was like all up on White, not like
Okay.
that, but
Before you say this, I'll let you explain this part. Let me actually like catch them up with what happened before. They need context, right?
okay.
Because they have no fucking idea who Margaret is, right? That's white.
Yeah, I'm not very good at recaps.
That's white. White is edgy rogue. That is not quite so edgy anymore. Um, Godjill is the ranger. He is the one who shoots with bow. At first, he was not a ranger, but he wanted to use ranged attack, so monk. Lucas is the monk. He goes punch punch. He is played by my friend Jose. Um, don't bully him, please. Only we can do that. Next is Gray, who is played by my friend Gabe, who might be making an appearance here. I don't know, but he's played by Gabe. Uh, Ketsu, he has blood magic. Um, but I haven't told you the magic. I'm an idiot. Godjiel has wind magic. He also has a sprite and a fairy. Bell, take the name. I'm taking the name from that. Cause fuck it. Um, Bell, he has wind magic. He's but with more ranged attacks, I guess. Um, because he is a ranger. Lucas has lightning magic, like Luck. Um, Gray has anti magic, like you know, like Asta from the show. Um, Ketsu has blood magic, and Arashi, who is played by my friend Ethan, is has storm magic. Um, storm magic, you know. Uh, so we start not with Arashi yet, but we start in a small town, um, which I forget the name of at the moment. Soifon Village. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
You start at you get,
And
they
then I
start at
think it was Starlight Orphanage.
no Starlight is a different town.
Oh yeah. I can't remember what the
And
orphanage is called. Hey,
the
hey Sean,
orphanage,
can you turn that down a bit?
the orphanage is where uh fucking the four main players, I guess they're not main players, but the four first players that I had, uh uh fucking White, Gagiel, Lucas, Gray. They were all there. Um, White and Gray are best friends. Lucas, Gagiel are pretty standoffish. They start, they get, to, they do stuff around the town. They go kill wolves. They help the town folk. They get their grimoires. Um, 4 leaf grimoire for Gagiel, 3 leaf for both White and Lucas, and a 5 leaf for Mister Gray, who thought he wasn't even going to get one. So it's pretty unique. They killed the wolves then, and they went to go kill wolves. Then they fought bandits who hurt Sister Lilith and Father Dale, who were the people that raised them.
Oh yeah, we were pissed about that.
Oh yeah, is basically what they did to those bandits.
I
Um,
used to have a humongous crush on Sister Lilith.
well, used to is a funny word. Uh, should I show the village? I don't think there's no reason not to, right? I don't know. Fuck it, I'm not going to. So anyway, they grew up there in that village. I did not take away the streams. That's bad. You saw nothing. Um,
Oh yeah, I actually didn't either.
good. Don't look back at the VOD either. I will kill you. Um,
Okay.
they grew up at that village and shit like that, so they know like the little children, the kids there. Um, and yeah, so they get ready to go off. They leave after saying heartfelt goodbyes. Everyone but Lucas, of course, because Lucas doesn't care. Uh, they go off. They fight the bandit captain with rampage magic, which I thought was cool. Really unique idea. Then they
That
get
was
to the
actually really cool. Oh wait, you forgot to tell them about um uh mercenary number 3.
That's not yet. That's later.
Oh, I thought that was Merc 3.
It's later. It's later. Okay, I will not. I will make sure I don't forget about mercenary number 3. Um, so they go fucking to the capital. They meet a girl named Lucina. She has flame magic. Um, and she seemed a little lost. Um, I could try to find her picture. It doesn't matter, but yeah, I don't care. I don't care enough. Lucina, she has like a witch's hat, like baggy robes. Her grimoire was blue though, because her fire isn't orange or normal color esque. It's blue, because blue fire is cooler. The Dobby
Yeah,
flames.
we like all instantly had a humongous crush on Lucina.
But only that's true. They did. I don't know why, but they did.
And then
Um,
Ethan Ethan was the first to strike.
it's crazy. Last, second to last to enter, first to strike. Um, they fucking anyway. So they get there. They get to the exams after meeting an old man named Old Man Gregory. Now, Old Man Gregory is very important to the cast, as he's the one that gives them their med kits and right now also healing potions, which
Oh,
they keep.
oh, you forgot to tell them about like the first thing that okay,
Oh, his
so the
name is
first time we
Gregory
met
too.
Gregory, right? Yeah, so the first time we met Gregory, right? They wanted to make the equipment cheaper because we didn't have much money since we were, fucking orphans. And then um so what they decided to do, right, is I was playing like really lightheaded, like not lightheaded, but like airheaded, if you know what I mean, like bimbo-ish, if you understand. And
Bimboish, bimboish.
and Gray was like Gray was like, White, trust me, do not say anything when I say this. And then he's like, Old Ben Gregory. coincidence. His name's Gregory too. and
Blew his
and
mind.
then yeah, White was like, Gregory was like, holy shit. And then White was like, my name is Greg.
What?
Yeah, and I
I
don't think
thought it was
White
White.
has even interacted with Gregory since then.
Once, but not talking to him directly, just being there while Gray does. Um,
Yeah.
so they talk to him. They do their exam. They pass. They all get into the Black Bull squad. Um,
Oh, I was the coolest. I was the coolest.
he said, yes, he White got most of the hand raises. Um, he got all but one. He did the best. Um, so they got chosen by the Black
Which
Bulls.
I could have made the story harder on him by choosing someone
He
other than
could
the
have.
Black
I
Bulls,
mean,
but you know.
that was his choice. I didn't care, but they all chose the Black Bulls, so that's just the story, I guess. Two viewers, second one. Hello, person in the chat. I don't know who you are, so um, you know, I hope my Instagram story was. Yeah, I did. Cool. I did do it right. I did, guys. I did do it right. 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 But anyway, um, fucking they did the thing. Got the Black Bull. They met the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, which they don't know the name of yet. I'm not gonna say it either. They met him, and they didn't like him. He was calling them trash for one being for like picking the Black Bulls in most of their cases, but also um, just being a prick, I guess.
Yeah.
Some girl slapped him on the back of the head. Is like, come on, this isn't the point, dumbass. Um, and so yeah, they left, went with a person named Tobira. Tobira 10. He has celestial door magic. He can make doors to any place he's been before, or he can make a door to a person he has a connection with. So he opens a door, and if someone he knows and has a good connection with, he can teleport to them, no matter where they are.
Which I'm
So
assuming will play a huge plot point later on.
maybe I don't know. I do, but I don't know. What the fuck? What the fuck? Um, so they get there, they meet all the people. They meet ha ha ha, I play white. Okay. Okay, Gabe. Uh they meet Margaret, which is another mage from the Black Bull Guild. Um she's really focused on her food. She's aloof. She doesn't really know she's not very like perceptive of her surroundings. She has tunnel vision on one thing only. Um
Well,
which,
now it's more than one thing, but
well, no, she's tunnel visioning on that one thing, which I'll explain later. Um,
oh,
the,
okay.
there's Tikafloa, who is another woman of the guild. She has wood magic. It's pretty easy to spot because she has wood around her body. Um, she's very proper, but very, very just, I don't want to be here. Just, And then there's fucking Lesamine, who is just your typical strong lady anime trope. Um, you know, uh, she has earth magic, and Margaret has cloud magic. Um,
I
so
didn't
I
even
think
know Margaret's magic until now.
pretty typical, pretty typical. Well, I think I've told you before, so
I think you have. I just don't remember very well.
fair enough. Um,
That's why
so
I'm like counting down the minutes for Gabe to get here because I know he's gonna remember the story better than me.
oof. Um, fucking boom, right? They go. They meet their captain, um, Juriyoko. I think that's his name.
Cool ass guy, by the way.
Very cool guy. Very cool guy. I actually have a separate tab called Black Bowls. Ooh. Yep. Jiryoku, Gaikoku, which just means gravity in Japanese. Gravity something. Uh,
We
so
don't remember. We're
I don't
American.
remember, and I'm an idiot. So you know. Um. So meet him. They're like he's like, cool. You're all gonna fight me. The better you do, the less chores you have. And at this point is when they meet Arashi, who is played by Ethan. Uh, he's like, you're gonna help them, Arashi. You've been here for slightly longer than they have. And he's like, yes, sir. Uh, so they're like, cool. Get the fuck out of here. Uh, they fight the guy after meeting all their guild members. They are told that three of the guild members, the stronger ones, are not there, and the vice captain's gone, off on different quests, doing something. Um, so they go, they leave, they do something. The next day happens. They fight the captain. They lose, but they do decently well. But he does say that he was holding back and that he didn't really try, which makes sense. He is a captain. He knows mana zone, stuff like that. He didn't even use against them. But yeah, they do that. And they do pretty good. I think they got him to at least half the first time, maybe a little lower than half, but they got him down. And you know, they still did chores. He was just lying about the less chores thing. They still do their chores. Cause fuck you guys. White has to wash the dishes.
And that was literally because in real life I said I hate doing the dishes.
It's crazy. So anyway, they get asked to do their first mission, um, as a group. Um, I'm tired. Holy shit. Fucking, they get asked to do their first mission in some town, because the people there are having a bad time. So they're like, okay, we'll do that. They go and they fucking do the thing, and they go to the town and they meet the people there who are like, there are pumpkin people haunting our place, our people, and we're terrified. Um, they go investigate it. They find out that the pumpkin people are really cool people. Um, you know, pumpkin people. Um, I'm just gonna switch to this.
Speaking of the Pump King, I need to talk to him
Pumpkin.
again. He told me he wanted to talk to me again.
The pumpkin is the king. They're just constructs with pumpkin heads. Uh, nothing, nothing like nothing different. Like it's how you imagine it, right? It's just like they're in like these, they're like made of straw, but they have weapons. They just go,
Yeah, it's like a scarecrow but with a pumpkin on the head,
yeah,
and then like they have weapons.
yeah, kind of like the Wizard 101 enemy, the Scarecrow. I don't know. I used to play Wizard 101 a lot as a kid, so you know. Uh, but yeah. So they go, talk to the Pumpkin King. They find out that Pumpkin King's super cool. They go back to do it to go talk to the people and clear their names. When the mercenary band has been spreading the bad rumors about the Pumpkin King, who killed Jimmy, who sold sandwiches. Like, how could they do that? How could they? How could the mercenaries kill Jimmy?
Literally so tragic.
Jimmy's death is the saddest death in the anime
Bro,
in
I didn't
D&D.
even I just realized I didn't even know there was a Dungeons and Dragons like category on Twitch.
Yep, there is. It's pretty cool. I think I should change that to just chatting. To be fair.
I mean, it's still Dungeons and Dragons related.
I'll, I'm gonna switch it to just chatting though, because we're just chatting about Dungeons and Dragons, but we're just chatting. I'm not showing the Dungeons and Dragons map either anymore. So yeah, they
Oh, I can't tell. I've been buffering for like 15 minutes.
make sense. So they
And it's not you, it's just me.
so they go. and do some epic stuff. They beat the mercenaries. The mercenary leader is like, "Hey, hey, man, hey, I'm walking you. Uh, I don't want to die, please." And he gives information out, and they take him to the Pumpkin King, who lets him go free because he's a good guy. The Pumpkin King's a nice dude. Uh, the mercenary bandit, like the leader, had sky magic, so he can move faster. Um, so that's a cool little feature. Um, and yeah, so they go back. They were told before this mission. They were told that the other three that they met, or the other four, Tobira, Margaret, Tikafloa, and Lesamine, all went to a dungeon that he would typically send fucking his three stronger members, but they're gone right now, so they're sending them. They get back to the thing. Their captain's like, "Hey, so they haven't come back from the dungeon yet, and it's been like a week. It's kind of scary. Go find them." It's their second mission. They go into the dungeon. They meet Lucina again, and she joined the Crimson Lion Kings. That will be important later. Um, and they fight off the dungeon. They beat a every one of them is like Diamond Kingdom knights. Um, the Diamond Kingdom to the east of the Clover Kingdom gets there. They fight them off. They fight Doku, which is the poison guy from the Diamond Magic Knights, and they
Mm.
fight. What? Okay,
I just realized I could, what's it called? Like share your stream on my stream. So I did.
cool, appreciated. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It says like, while I'm offline, check out Logan.
you're rating. Okay, I got you.
Hello.
Hi, Gabe.
Yo, Gabriel.
How's it going, friends?
I'm good. Um, I'm at the point where you're at the dungeon now for the recap. Would you like to stick around?
Oh, sure, I will. I'll probably mute
Oh, would
myself
you
because
like
I have to
would,
go.
would you like to see the new setup I have?
I will when I log on to your Twitch because I'll hop on your Twitch stream. Right now, I'm gonna mute myself so you can continue recapping, and I'll add my 2 cents in. But I have to start preparing for work tomorrow because I gotta be. I'm not going to bed tonight, but I'll explain that later after the live stream.
Okay. Um. So anyway, they continue to the dungeon. They beat a guy named Doku that has poison magic. Um. And they beat him, cast him aside. They tie him up. He's like, I'd rather die than say stuff because they'd kill me. If you kill me or torture me, they'll just do the worst. So I'm less scared of you. Um. Though I think
Yeah.
someone rolled a good intimidation, and he told them anyway. Um. And it got their ass. No, stupid. So they go to the next room where they find their friends. The treasure room is where they get go. Um, Before then, Gray gets a new weapon. It's a hammer. So he started off with an axe, right? Like this rusted kind of like weathered axe. Kind of like if you've ever watched Black Clover before, think of uh the sword that Asta has, but is just axe like and like more kind of think of Escanor's axe used with Asta's sword, and that's what you would have, right? Um, and then same thing with the hammer, just a big fuck you hammer, but like in
A
the
big
look of
fuck
Asta's
you,
sword.
hammer.
I mean, it's
It is
true.
kind of what it is.
It is, yeah. The hammer can absorb
It
mana that's been in the
is what
air.
it is.
Yeah. When enough mana in the air is being used, um, he can absorb it, and he can do that element of damage, right? So like, if it's crystals, he does like extra like I just call it mana damage, but um, you call it whatever you want. I fucking guess I don't know. I just call it mana damage because it makes it easier for me. Fuck you. Anyway, uh, um, so they get that. They go into the treasure room where they see their friends or their guild members. They're not really friends yet, but they see their guild members go and they're hurt and they see a man in the back, which for some reason made them really laugh when they saw Crystal Guy dead, like they were
Yeah,
dying.
yeah.
I, fucking Godjiel was laughing his ass
Crystal
off.
guy.
I'm not revealing who Adam's player is because I don't know. I don't think Adam has given an answer whether he's okay with it yet with streaming. I just said his name
You said
anyway.
what?
Uh, fucking, I'm an idiot. I don't think Godjiel's player has. I'm an
I don't
idiot.
think Adam would mind. He literally let us stream like 18 hours of us playing Elden Ring. So
That's true. I'm so mad. I almost got my 8 hours and the stream stopped. I'm so pissed.
yeah,
7 hours and 30 something minutes.
dude, that's what keeps happening to me.
It's so annoying. But anyway, uh, Crystal Guy gets away, and it's sad. It's tragic. It makes me want to cry. To watch the stream at everyone.
Not Crystal guy.
Crystal Guy. He attacks them with a big crystal attack because he has crystal magic, and out of nowhere, Godjiel like wind like just like everything slows down for him, and he sees like this little like wind fairy, and she goes, and all the crystals get blown away. Um, you know. Um, Note, I didn't come up with the idea of Crystal Guy, right? I didn't come up with him. At that point, I had another friend that would help me with this, called named Dylan, and he made that guy. I didn't make him, so I'm not ripping off the actual anime with fucking Mars or whatever his stupid fucking name is. My character's just as stupidly named, but um, I think it's funny, so fuck it. So they fight him off. He leaves. They don't really fight him off. He just leaves. Um, and we go on our merry way. Um, or they go on their merry way back to the guild. They celebrate. They go to the town. Um, what happens after this? I don't remember. It's been a while.
What was it? I was not paying attention at the moment.
They just got out of the dungeon.
Oh, we just got out of the dungeon. We like fell out of the sky, didn't we?
No, not that dungeon. Different dungeon.
Oh,
Oh, I almost forgot an
I
important part.
don't
When they're
remember.
in the town with the pumpkin people, they fight the mercenaries, and when they fight the mercenaries, I like numbering the like if there's like minions or like things, I number them. And one of them was named Mercenary Number 3, and Gray befriended Mercenary Number 3. That's the only thing I want. It's really important for some reason to him. So yeah.
Mercenary number 3. He started a bakery, but then it got murdered, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna start a restaurant in the capital city."
Yeah, no,
Yep.
nothing yet.
Mercenary is a great part of all of our lives.
Great part of all of our lives. So they
Oh, hold on, really quickly. I can't wait until next session when James actually has to fucking roleplay.
what if James continues to play? That if Adam says yes,
That's true.
if Adam says yes,
Then it's
that he's okay,
majority.
then it's majority. He either has to like get over it or not get over it, but like try it at least. It's not like I have like thousands of viewers anyway, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it'll maybe be like one or two random people, and then like
Maybe
it's not like he doesn't talk to one or two random people at least a day.
it's fair. Well, it is James.
That's true. He only talks to us and then that one girl he likes to skip D&D for.
Anyway, anyway, I don't remember what happens after you get out of that dungeon, though. Oh, I do. I lied. They go to the town, right? They get to the town, and they're like, "Cool, let's go shopping because we have money now." Because they got their first paycheck of I think like 500 Yule each, something. It was something.
Yeah, which we found out pretty fast. That's not much.
Um, they go to town, buy stuff. Um, Gray goes to Old Man Gregory, who I mentioned before. Uh, gives him money. He cries because he's an old man. His wife died, so he's like, oh, thank you, and he cries and he has a good old time. Oh, Gabe, you're here, right? Like, can you see it or no?
What do you mean by this?
Can you see my stream right now or no?
Yes, I can see your stream.
That's the new setup.
No, oh, I see. Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I did a
I
pretty
like
good
it.
job. Put the characters in pictures.
Until we like slowly but surely get face cams or better actual quality pictures of our character and all that shit.
Yeah. For now, you're only gonna see my ugly ass face. Apologies. I'm gonna cut it back up
No,
to
it's fine. It's fine.
this. So yep, they go
If
to
I
the
had a
town.
webcam, I would do it with you.
They thanks, buddy. They go to the town. They buy shit, get healing supplies and shit. Fucking Lucas goes to fucking buy a bow for some reason that he never uses, and then he goes to and then Luke fucking Gajil buys a drink for um or I forget what he does, but he does something. Gajil does. They meet up and they fight some cloaked guys. They beat them. Um, and they're told that they got invited. They also Gajil and Lucas also meet Charlie and Sarah. And Sarah is the girl they met in the first session that hit the vice captain on the head and said, "Let's go." Her name is Sarah, obviously, and she's part of the Golden Dawn. She was the new recruit, and she was like, "Move! I got invited to the castle. I'm going in. Move!" And they were like, "Okay, damn, bitch." And you know, uh, you know. So she gets out of there. Charlie asks, this is how Lucas and Godjill meet up again. Charlie asks for directions. He takes them in there, and yeah, they get there. They say bye. So those two are in the castle, and then the advisor for the Wizard King after the fight tells them, "Hey, we've been looking for you guys. You've been invited to the castle for the ceremony," which two of them heard about from Sarah and Charlie. And they go to the castle. They meet the Wizard King. They see Lucina there. They see the two people that were in there, and then them five were in there. And they're like, "Cool, let's go. We're in there. Let's go." So they do that. That's cool. They're like, "Let's go," and yeah, they do that. And they talk amongst each other. Lucas gets fucking abused. Like he gets Sarah is just belittles him with words. She gets called a cunt, I think. Um, and then a captain hears that. The captain is a woman, and she's like, "That's not how you talk to a lady." Kick, kicks him into a wall. She My teeth. What the fuck? Something's in there. Anyway, so she's like, "Ow, that fucking hurt." And then eventually, the Wizard King, who's hearing all this, Lucas is making a scene. He's like, "Shut up." Lucas shuts up. He can't control himself. Um, Sit down and stop talking. Is what happens. He does everything that the king orders without hesitation. Uh, Lucas isn't doing this on accident. It's happening. He doesn't know why. And then the captain tells him to stop. You're embarrassing him, like the guild and shit. And to go away. Everyone else talks to the Wizard King. Gray gets called up. He gets talked to. I think White gets talked to a little bit. Fucking the Crimson Lion King lady is like, "Hey, you look pretty cool. You took one of my kicks before. I like you. You lot should train with me. I can show you something."
Do not forget the fact when I got angry at Lucas and I smacked him so hard,
Oh
I
yeah,
got rid of the magic.
yeah. Gray did smack the shit. Gray is the de facto leader of the group. This is Gabe, by the way, the person who plays Gray. Um, for all those who don't know,
Oh,
though, you know.
my this is my actual name, but I have to speak in Gray's accent when talking about what things that Gray does.
Of course, of course. Um, so fucking they skedaddle. Who's they skedaddle on to fucking god damn it. I want to go back here. Thank you. So they fucking they get in line. They talk to they find out that the Crimson Lion Team leader's name is Shauna. I don't know why I kept saying Serena. That's not her name. Um, Shauna is her name, and she's like, "Cool, it's
They,
settled. You're going to train with me." And they're like, "Shit. Well, do we have a choice? No. Okay. So so they go. They get lined up. They all get their awards, and the city starts getting under attack. So their job is to go defend it. They go defend it. They fight the crystal guy again, but with help from Charlie and Serena, or Sarah and Lucina. The captains are outside of the wall, helping and shit. Um, you know, the huge, the huge. I got a text. uh,
It was our good
uh,
friend saying he'll be right back.
yes. Uh, God.
I'm currently me right now. I'm currently indulging in some chicken and dumplings. It's what it's
Sounds
made for me.
delicious, actually, right now. Fucking, I would love to have that, actually.
Bro, just take the 4 hour drive to San Francisco real quick.
Hell yeah. Fucking, so, fucking, shit. So, back to the story. Um, they all defend it. They fight the crystal guy again, and the crystal guy, his magic is obviously crystals, but his name is John Sin. Take it. I named him after Johnny Sins, right? So it's so that's kind of like the dynamic there is a Johnny Sin or John Sin. You can name him Johnson, John Sin. They fight him. They he mentions he talks to White and says like, you're named White. My boss has talked about you. You're his like son. You and he's like, how do you know that name? And he's like, he's not dead. And White's like, no. And he gets a new spell, which is the Shadowy Veil, which I talked to you earlier about. Stuff. Um, so yeah, that's that. He gets the Shadowy Veil, makes him better at stealth. He puts the it's like the infusion Elven hood, right? He puts the hood up. He can travel his movement speed as a shadow, going through buildings and shit. Um, so he doesn't have to maneuver around them. Um, he gets advantage on stealth if he doesn't move, and he gets a bonus action attack if he doesn't move. Simple stuff, right? Simple, simple. Um,
Of
so
course.
of course. Um, so fucking they do their shit. They kill him. Oh, they don't kill him. I think they knock him out. They, I think
I
you guys knocked him
believe
out.
we just simply disabled him for time being.
Yeah, you guys knocked his ass out to send him to prison. So he's like, "Where is
He
my
was
father alive?" He like holds up like,
he had too much information to kill him. Okay.
hold on. So fucking has him like, "Is my father still alive?" Right, that kind of thing. And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Whack. Beats the shit out this man, and he eventually talks, says that he's still alive, yada yada. Fucking, they all get rewarded afterwards, and um, he, I think he doesn't talk, like he doesn't mention anything. I just think he mentions that his father is alive, and so he's like, okay. And then the Wizard King tells them, I'll just get my advisor, his magic. He can take your thoughts out of your head and put them into a book. So he's like, okay, that's just what I'm gonna do. That's gonna take some time because he's stronger willed. So White, whenever you get the chance, I will let you see the book. And White says, okay. And fucking Wizard King is just like, so would you like to go back to your guild? And at this point, Arashi is part of the group. So, but the others are like, well, actually, I wouldn't want to go back to the guild, but oh my goodness, oh this is why is it doing this to me? 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 Fucking rejoin as a player, please. Fucking anyway, so they start doing their thing. They ask the Arashi again. Arashi doesn't, right? This guy right here, the Poseidon looking dude on the far right. He doesn't want to go up to the village because he wasn't raised there. What he wants to do is he wants to like go out with Lucina on the town for a drink. You know, normal things. This is when he strikes, right? So everyone else had like they liked her, I guess. They thought she was cute, but he was like, bam, struck, like lightning strike your ass.
It
No.
wasn't like that. It was more like we all thought very favorable of her. She's obviously a nice. She's a beautiful looking woman, but
Oh
some of
look,
us
there's
had
Arashi
time.
now. He's in the stream. Say
Oh,
hi.
hi. Uh, I'm still at work. I don't know what I did.
Okay.
Okay, be just do be cautious. We are live.
We are stream.
Um,
We are live streaming. Don't say any personal shit.
I I, I have to say that Lucina is a very beautiful woman, but I have one for me currently, and I don't want to betray her trust.
Who is it? You'll guess. I don't know.
Who is it? She hasn't been introduced in the story yet. Just
Yes, she has.
shut up.
Well, man,
Okay.
that's
Fucking
down there, right? As well.
what? Oh, okay. You're not talking to me. Okay. Anyway, so they
You can
fucking
you can.
so they
So, like,
fucking the four that were
like that.
White, Gray, Lucas, and Gaggio all go back to their town. Right. They all go back to their village, to their orphanage, and they reconvene with Sister Lilith and Father Dale. Uh, when they do so, they talk to her, eat there, walk around, just relax since they haven't had a time to. Especially after such a big fight with John Sin. You know, big fight and all. They
Yeah,
go, they go, have fun. They bathe. They ask questions. They sleep. They eat. They eat. They sleep. Um, in the middle of the night, White gets fucking his mouth covered and is like, "Hey, hey, buddy, I'm your brother." Shut up, though. You remember me. If you talk, I kill all of the kids in the other room. As I can just close my hand and their little necks are gonna go. And he obviously White doesn't want that to happen, so he shuts his mouth and he tells him, me and your siblings are going to kill you. We're hunting you down for our father. He's still alive. I already know you know, but and they say, we're coming for you. Good luck. And then he leaves. He fucking dips. Like in out. Horror like mid restaurant, let me tell you. Anyway, what the fuck am I doing with my life? They fucking go and they do things. I think. Oh no, they wake up. White tells Gray about what happened. They kind of keep it to themselves, I think. Um, I don't remember though. I think they do keep them to themselves for now, or they tell them
We
outside.
decided at the time we decided it was best to not not have them overreact because well sometimes the other people on our group can be a little headstrong and very emotional up front, and we didn't want to scare Father Dale or Sister Lilith with such terrible information.
That's true. Oh fuck. Okay, cool. Um, so anyway, they go and they leave to go back to the guild. Tobiro comes and collects them, I think, and is like, "Listen here, boss needs you." So they go. They meet Ketsu. This is the introduction of Ketsu. They see Ketsu, just peering out the wind into the window, and they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then the captain's like, "New member. Shut up." Uh, Ketsu has blood magic. Um, you know, you know how it is. You know how it is. And they're just like it. He's like, cool. And then Shauna comes with Lucina and is like, training time. Let's go. Woo! Or no, I think she writes a letter and sends it to Jiroko, and he's like, you should go because she's just gonna force you to come anyway if you don't go. So he's like, oh, they're all like, okay. So they go to a desert. They learn a little bit about Mana Skin and how useful it is, because they have a pretty difficult fight from enemies that wouldn't necessarily be difficult otherwise. Um, but it was it was like a it's a region of just intense mana, like an intense mana region. That's what that was. So they had disadvantage. It was like magically induced difficult terrain with some differences that makes it a little bit harder. But Mana Skin will just protect them from the differences and the difficult terrain. Um, so they do that. They skedaddle on back to the guild, or walking to the guild, until they are ambushed by six. Um, all of the siblings, as White's name is 5. All of his siblings are named numbers instead of actual names because they're not actually people. Um, so they fight 6 with Shauna. They have Shauna and Lucina there, so they win relatively okayly. Like, it's not like it's difficult. Some of them do get knocked out, but it's not like death alarming. They're not. They're not really in any like death situations. They don't have to. They're not gonna die. Is what I'm saying, or they don't have, not any risk of it. Because Shauna's there. Um, she's just female Rengoku, but not in Demon Slayer and Black Clover. Because I like Rengoku. What can I say? That's when they find out that she has Akuma Flame magic, which isn't fire. Normally, it translates to demon fire or devil fire, something or other like that, and it's really cool and really hip and really just overall godlike. I'm still here instead of here. You can see all of the pores on my face. Fucking pores. Um, so after that training, they fucking are like, okay, well, you know, that was kind of hard. Anyway, they go back to the thing. Shauna gives them all pointers on what they're uh, about bad stuff, right? Like Gray's not a good leader, White, etc., 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 etc. What are you doing?
She helps me open my eyes to realize how much of a failure I'm as leader, but gave me reasons to grow.
I'm gonna fucking anyway. She gives tips and not tips, but more like observations about each person. Um, just observe just observations where it's like you need to rely more on your strengths. You need to stop being an idiot. You need to stop being so hot headed. You need to etc. Just little tips in here and there, and you'll kind of see what I mean by tips because they still act the way they act. Uh, no change has happened to most of them. Some of them have
I'd like to
have had
say,
change.
I'd like to say I changed a little bit. I mean, I'm no
I
not the best.
just corrected myself, Gabe. No.
I listen. I'm speaking to Gray right now. I'm not Gabe. I'm Gray.
Okay. Gray. No, not fucking.
Don't get me wrong. I still know I have a long way to go before I'm any good as a leader, as good as Joku.
Of course, of course. So they get back to the guild, and their leader man is Jiroko is like, hey yo, mission time. So some of the towns have been overtaken by diamond soldiers, so I'm gonna need you to hand over and go there. Um, I'm not gonna say it, but there was like a side story going on um, about a pink-haired girl, um, and I'm not gonna say it. Like you guys will just have to learn. That's just one thing I'm not gonna bring up, but I will be having little side stories and stuff again. I'll do it again. Just I don't know what I'm gonna make it about. Um, but I'll definitely do it again, and I tend to do like little after credit things to get people hyped for the next couple sessions coming up. I just do that to make it more interesting, I guess. World building, it helps. Um, so yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's fine knowing a little bit more about the world than you should, because it's not like that information is going to be groundbreaking. I don't tell them what's going to happen next. I just give them like a little like teaser into the next couple sessions. Um, so they get back to the thing. They start doing their mission, and they're excited about it. They go to Stardust Village or Starlight Village, I should say. I think that is what I called it. So one of the two. And fucking they go and do the thing. It's run over. They fight people. They fight the captain there. Beat him barely. It was very close. Tikafloa does ask to go on this mission, so she's there. She's more of a support character, like heals and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, they do that. Gray, don't kill anybody. They do not follow his lead at all. Just do not kill anybody, and they just murder everybody. They do not care. They disregard him.
For magic knights, they are quite barbaric. And that's coming from me, the barbarian.
So, a little bit of context. White is a rogue, Gajo is a ranger, Lucas is a monk, Gray is a barbarian, Ketsu's a paladin, Arashi's a fighter. Just a little bit of thing. Just the class. From left to right, by the way. The names of the characters. I should find a way to put all their names up top. That'd be cool. Um, that'd be pretty cool if I did that. But you know, instead, I don't. I don't. It's tragic. It's tragic. I know. I know. But uh,
I mean, you can always make them like make our names little tokens, and then put them under the. Bruh.
so, apologies. Uh, parent troubles. Anyway, um, so fucking what was I talking about? I forget. Um,
You were talking about how we in the village the way we I asked them not to kill people. We need information out
yeah,
of them, and
they
they
killed
did.
anyone, everyone. I think they saved one person and knocked out like the captain, and then killed him afterwards. In the town, they found a suit of armor and a bakery. The bakery tasted like French bread, and they heard a ho ho ho. My name is what they say Louis La. And I'm not gonna say it because you know it's an inside joke. You're not gonna get. Anyway, um, they they go, they get the armor. Ketsu gets new armor, and Lionheart is in the armor. He's like, "Hello, I am Lionheart. I am the spirit inside of this armor." He also gets a hammer, and this hammer, when he swings it, and it touches blood, it can shift into any melee weapon that he wants. Now the melee weapon can be like a javelin, so he can stab it or throw it. I mean, but it's still him throwing it. It's still a melee weapon. As long as it's not like a gun or like a bow, he can't change it into that stuff. But he can change it into like, I guess a boomerang too. I don't know. I don't know how I would run a boomerang, but you could do that. Um,
That requires our good friend Aketsu having a bit of a brain, which he is a brainless shield boy sometimes.
Indeed. The armor gives him the ability to give a protection to 10 feet, um, with a JoJo stand essentially. Um, funny. It's just funny. Just for a joke really. Um, so they go, they have fun doing things, they beat everyone. And they're like, cool, we learned information. Well, might as well go back to the guild, which they do. And Catherine's like, cool, you did your job. Get out of my face. Like, simple as that. So they go to the town. Uh, Gagio buys better armor and goes to the bar. Gregory has a house now for his stuff. He actually has a shop. And they go and give him money, and he's like, oh, thank you, my friend, thank you." And
Old man Gregory is a precious memory in all of us.
of course, he's the best. He's the light in all of your guys' dark tunnel.
It's ironic because I'm.
Do not finish that sentence, Gabe. Do not finish that sentence.
I stopped my sentence for a reason.
Thank you. Um, they go back. So in the forest, or not in the forest, in the bar, Gajo gets bumped into. He ignores it. He ignores getting bumped into until an arm gets put around him, and he's like, he tries to get it off, but he can't. And he turns to see this guy, and it's 8, same guy that put his hand on White's mouth and said, "Don't talk, or I'll kill all the children." So he went. Um, he's there's like, "Hey yo, bring White to a location where I can kidnap him." Gagio says nothing about this because like fucking guy did trap Belle in like a Mana prison, right, where she couldn't escape and that she had at a risk of death. So he like, she dies or you bring White to me, pick one, and he leaves, right? And he's like, okay, I have a big brain. Everyone hide. I'll say nothing about the plan, and we all go. We all go. Right? So she goes. They all go. They're hiding, and 9, with his light magic, gets in between them, knocks White out, and leaves. Fucking just dips. And Gagio, not saying anything about the plan. He's just like, it failed. How? Hold on.
Oh, hey, just to let you know, there's a 35% house tax.
I don't know why they keep coming in here to talk to me. They know I'm doing something that you're just being rude. Anyway, um, fucking they do their thing. They have fun.
I will have to say, it was definitely a lapse in judgment from our friend Gaju. He's not. He might be probably the most rusted blade in the toolbox, but somehow it manages to get its job done. I don't understand how, but it does.
Indeed, indeed. Uh, so then they
Oh,
fight
I take
8.
that back. Lucas does exist.
Lucas does exist. Yeah, yeah. I don't think one big mistake outlaws like 8 big ones. Lucas is an idiot. Uh, um, they however, right? Fucking, doo-doo. um, they go. Uh, they fight 8. Gray powers up to his like parts demon form with like the black like substance on his arm, like Asta does. And fights
And
off
then
8.
released a new version of power that I never thought I had. It lied dormant in me.
Of course, it did. Um, and as they do this, 8 kind of just leaves because he's like, "Fuck this! I'm not about to die here." Like, this guy just got an anime power up. What is this, right? So they're like, "Okay, well." They also just got told, the crew, that they're about to go on a mission to go to the Sky Dungeon. The entire group, and that they should prepare. So Gray wanting to go after White, wanting to like go help him. It's like, we go now, but they go talk to the captain about it, and the captain's like, we go to the Sky Dungeon, and then I try my hardest to get a mission to go get White. Gray does say though that if White it does end up dying before they can get him, that he will resign from the Black Bulls. That he's gone, done. I'm not gonna be a Black Bull member anymore, which is fair because they are best friends. So you know.
His best friend is a hard word. It's more like he's a brother to me. White is about as close as a wife to a husband as a man can get.
Huh.
But no, but not in the gay way. Let me not incite fan fictions like that.
Oh my God. You need to watch your words.
It's all fun and games until you have white gray fan fictions. Imagine getting that popular where we have actual fan fiction from
I
characters.
doubt it, but it'd be cool.
With them-
I'd laugh at you guys.
I'd read them out on stream. Like if someone has technical difficulties, and I'd 100% read on stream.
Oh my God. Um. Well, look at this guy in the background. Notice I'm doing something as loud as shit. Fucking So anyway, uh, they go to the Sky Dungeon after two, I think, weeks of training.
It was
White,
2 weeks of training.
yep, White, with Shauna and Gyoko to train how to do Mana Skin. Um, Shauna also does reveal that she doesn't know how to do Mana Zone, where every other captain does. Like every other captain knows Mana Skin, she does not. White has his own training, but he talks with his dad. He hates his dad. He tries to fight his dad. His dad one shots him. He then is like, okay, well, father, I will listen to you. He is terrified of his father. Um, so his father's like, cool, you gotta learn how to do mana skin because his castle's in the middle of like his castle is a heavy mana region, right? So that happens. Heavy mana zone, heavy mana region. Um, so he's like, cool. Your job is you're gonna fight your brother for 2 weeks. Fight your brother. Seven. It's seven, right? He fights his brother seven. If you haven't known the number, five is the youngest, nine is the oldest sibling, but nine is weird because he has this white hair and red mark, which means he's an elf, right? That gets explained to him. The white. Um, and so six is the second youngest, then eight, and then seven, then eight, then nine. And six had weapon creation magic, so she could make weapons and teleport to them. Think Minato from Naruto, right, with his flying Raijin technique, just on every weapon she made. Um, seven has bubble magic, and you laugh at it now, but it almost kills a couple people later. You laugh at it now.
That is true. I mean, I am not laughing, but it was definitely some serious shit.
Fucking So they go and they fucking eight has vine magic and nine has light magic. Very rare, very rare. Um, and yeah, so he has his training. He's getting the shit beat out of him by seven. Um, 2 weeks go by. White and everyone else all have mana skin. White doesn't take mana from him when he uses it. Everyone else's does, except for Gray. He does not have mana skin at all. But at this point, because he used gravity on himself, his body is accustomed to it now. So he won't have he'll have the difficult terrain aspect of it, but he won't have disadvantage on attacks. Is what will happen.
It was a bit of a. It was a long 2 weeks with double the Earth's gravity. It was very heavy to walk. It was very hard to walk the first couple of days.
Um, but yeah, that happens. They get ready to go to Sky Dungeon. They get told the plan. Black Bulls will go infiltrate. The group will separate. The party itself will go and beat eight to get the crystal, or beat whoever's there. Eight. They know it's eight then, but they don't know White's there because White is there. White is there with eight because he gets sent on a mission with eight to prove his loyalty. They get sent there to get the revenge on him, and the captain gets sent to do the main job, which is to destroy it, make it come down and not be floating in the sky, right? while the Crimson Lion Kings, their goal is to beat all of the ground forces. So they're like the infantry trying to beat them, while the Black Bulls are up there doing the main the actual job, right? So like
Which, statistically speaking, is kind of dumb when like the Lion King, the Lion Kings have so much more Star Wars than us, but it was a bit weird at the time, but it was
it's
alright.
because you guys are like less in numbers, so that's why. Black Bulls are like a significant has a significant lack of people where every other guild doesn't. So because no one wants to go to the
Mhm.
Black Bulls.
I mean, I thought I was okay with going to the Black Bulls. It fits my character, at
I
least
know, but
my monotype, I should say. Nothing about my character.
mm, uh, so so anyway, anyway, so fucking they go. They go to the thing. They do their job. They find 8, but they also find White. But before then, they fight people. They go. They get to the actual bottom of like the sky dungeon, and the captain already. The captain goes up with his gravity magic, and he's like, "Clear these people out, and then meet us up there." So they do so. They clear it out, but they also meet a pink-haired girl and a familiar face in Mercenary Number 3, which I mentioned earlier. Mercenary Number 3 is like, "It's you guys! The guy who let me live! My name's Kyle! Hello!" And, everyone significantly likes him less because his name is Kyle. So they're like, "Way, let's go! I'm standing over here." They beat everyone, and Mercenary Number 3 is like, "I'm getting the fuck out." And Pearl is like, she says, "My name is Pearl. Can I help you guys? I have like these dragon claws, and I can spew fire." And they're like, "Yes, you can help us." And it also turns out that Lucas is her brother, and that they are both from a different world. They've been isekai'd into this world. Basically, is what's happening with them, which I thought was funny, considering, um, and different. I think it's funny and different. Um, at this point, also Lucas starts hearing like a voice in his head, because he is schizophrenic. No, I'm kidding. He hears a voice in his head, and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" Gray at this point has had a couple run-ins with his demon, who is just an asshole, and you know, Godjill has his fairy. Um, so they all go up. They fight 8 and White. White gets persuaded to come back on their team. They have a fight with 8. 8 is about to lose, or like everyone else is like really weak. So 8's about to win, and then 8 or 7 gets there after rescuing his sister from the prison, and is like, 8, you're an idiot. And then he heals everyone, and is like, fight them now. If you lose, I'm killing you. And he's like 5 help, White help basically, because that's what everyone in his family knows him by. It's 5. Um, fucking so 9's like, okay, and then at this point White gets knocked unconscious um from Pearl, because she can see that he's very scared and might do something idiotic. Um, so she knocks his ass out and is like, "I'm sorry, it just had to be done." And as White goes unconscious, he sees his mom. She's kind of like patting his head while he's laying in her lap, and she's like, Jesus mentions, "Oh, blah blah blah, mother things," and then she's like, "You are like the most like me. You're sweet, you emotional, etc. etc. A sweet boy. 9 used to be like that too. Um, can you do something for me? Can you save him? It's all I ask. He was corrupted, but he was also a sweet boy. Can you please save him?" Which White says, "Yeah, I will," and gets transported back. He gets his mother's grimoire, which he has 2 grimoires now. He has his shadow magic grimoire, and then he has his stardust magic grimoire. And as he does it, he kind of like does a this. He puts his hands in like a this formation, right? Streaming it now will make it way easier for me to show you hand motions. So you kind of do like a this, he kind of like does this, and he like fires it. I forget what the name of it was. I think it was like Stardust, like supernova cannon or some shit. I don't know, but
I
like
think it was Stardust Creation Magic. I actually don't know. I take it back. I don't know.
yeah, something. I forget what it was technically called, but I know it was called something really cool. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's naming shit. Not like you get it. Anyway, so he fires a big thing, which then causes the giant fucking because they're hanging by chains, right? This floating dungeon isn't like there's like all of like the platforms being hung on chains. So as soon as he fires it, the chains break and everyone goes falling down as the captain gets there, and he's like, "Oh shit." So they're falling, but they fall into a lake, which, yes, I know from like 300 to 800 feet in the air, which they were at, that would kill them. This is an anime. I do not care. This is a D&D based on an anime. I do not care. Fight me. Um, they fall in the water, and they lose 8 and 7, or 8 and 9, and 9's like, you're fucking useless, and he gets him and leaves. Um, so they go back to the thing. Um, at this point, right, Margaret and him have started having like romantic affiliations, right? Um, and so she's really happy that he's back, and so is everyone else. Um, and Gray brings up, "Hey, Captain, can we fight?" And then White brings up, "Yes, but after that, I want you to look in on me and Godjill's fight because I want to fight him for what he did to me." And Captain says, "Okay." They do things. Godjill goes outside. He's confronted by a man in like a hat with a gun. He has a fucking gun. His name is Basil Johnson. And Basil Johnson's like, "Oh, howdy there. My name's Basil Johnson. I am the right hand man of my Spade Kingdom brother." And he pulls his gun out on him, and like two other lightning clones on like the back of Godjill form, holding their lightning formed guns at the back of his head, and he's like, "Now you ain't gonna move, you hear?" Bell comes out, but then he's like, "Oh, you're a spirit user, huh?" And he summons his spirit, Loxius, a lightning bird, um, and he's like, "Fuck you." And everyone else comes out and talks him. He's like, "Oh, I'm not here to fight. I just want to do things." And then Lucas opened his big fucking mouth and got shot 4 times with the gun. And he was like, "Ah!" And he falls down, and Locke just locked his magic because cool little thing spirits can do that I'm saying that they can do in this is lock the magic of any same type magic. Um, Now, of course, not in the middle of a fight, but it is like a cool story thing. So fuck you. Anyway, they do the fight in the morning after Basil leaves. Uh, Captain wins, of course, even with an extra person. They lose because this time he's not holding back as much. Right, he's about 50%. He beats them pretty easily this time. Um, but he's like, "You're getting better. You stood up to me." Um, so they're like, "Cool, we did good. Yay." Um,
It was definitely a reality check, but in a good way, which proves that we are getting stronger in a way that we never thought we would be.
it's good. It makes them feel way stronger, and I think it's a good thing. So
Well, yes, we might lose the fight, but we learned something from that fight
of
that
course, of
helps
course,
us like kind of check our power.
of course, of course. Um, so they get back, or no, Godjill and him sleep, get healed, get back to the field, and they fight. Godjill, right? Just um, that's how it is, because Godjill has a ring of luck, so he gets to roll 2 20s, or ring of divine luck. He gets to roll 2 20s, and he gets to change the roll any of his rolls out with those 2 20s. So he used it, and he one turned white, and it's tragic, but it happened. They go back to the thing, and the three stronger members get there, get to the thing. They're like, we're here now. There is, let me look up their names real quick. Fucking, oh god, I forget their names. There is, uh, Kunami, Luca, and Kara. Those are the people. Kanumi, Luca, Kara. They get there. There's ice magic, sand magic, and another poison magic user. Um, but his is more like fog based, whereas the other one's more like goop. Or his is more goop based, when the other one's more like cloud based, right? Um, so um, they they end up fighting, um, and the of the three win, um, obviously, and just end up wiping the floor with the weaker members, and they're just like, cool, we did it, we're the strongest still, and they're like, cool, we're gonna go now. And at this point, a weird man, after they get back, and I think that they get back, and a weird man named Dane Goodman is like, I have a proposition for you. You go, he knows all their names, and he's like, if you can help me take care of someone, I will pay you money up front to take someone out for me. Not kill them, just put the fear of God in them. Um, and I'll sponsor you. You'll get monthly income as well as an upfront payment, um, which they say yes to, and they get ready for the next day to go. Um, they do their thing. They talk to Gregory. Lucas does whatever he does. He's an idiot. Godjill does whatever he does, and White and Margaret go do what they do. I forget what they do individually. I think they go to the armor shop and they go to the armor shop and the magic weapon shop, and they don't find nothing. So they go to the fucking the place they're supposed to go to. The guy there is like, let's not fight. Let's just have competitions, right? Instead of fighting, why not just do do this and have competitions, friendly competitions? So they have an accuracy competition, which Godjill wins. I forget what the other one was. I think it was a race was next.
It was an accuracy contest. Then it was a race, and then it was
Boxing match.
a boxing match.
Yeah. Um, the race was won by Speed Boy, and the boxing match was won by Gray.
Yes, and then the accuracy contest was won by our good
Gotcha.
bowsman Art Gagio.
And after they finish the competitions and they get him to stop and they get the magic item, Seven comes and is like, I'm here now. I'm fighting you. I'm taking five back because he betrayed us and he's becoming enough now. So they fight him. Dirge, McStab, and Speed Boy are on it. They're in on it. They fight him. They knock out Speed Boy, which only had 4 health. So how they knocked his ass out, I don't know.
Poor Speed Boy.
Speed Boy. You'll learn what happens to Speed Boy soon. Dirge McStab has he's a nice stab, and Seven has bubble magic. Bubble magic almost kills Godjill because he has 7 attacks, right? So, 7 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's like,
7.
now they don't do that much damage, right? They don't do that much damage, but it's the build up of all that damage because he hit Godjill I think every single time. Bam, 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 bam. Right? That builds
I
up.
think he missed one, but I got a critical roll on another one, so kind of didn't matter.
Kind of didn't matter. It's like he hit with all of them anyway. Um, so he got knocked unconscious. And with all this going on, Lucas finds out that the voice in his head is like a different spirit inside of his soul. It is an elf spirit, and his name is Jose. And he helps Jose. Okay, never mind. He helps Jose or he lets Jose out, or he gets forced out, and Jose reveals that he has plasma magic, which is just like an advanced version of lightning magic, and he unlocks Lucas's book and or grimoire, and is like, "You're free to play things now." So, or, yeah, and he kills Dirge McStab,
Okay.
and
I'm
Dirge
sorry to keep
McStab's like,
inter-
"Oh,
I apologize for keep interrupting you, Logan.
it's okay."
Um,
Dirge McStab's like, he got me," and he dies. And so they just have to focus on Seven now. They fight Seven. Seven does a lot of damage, but they do eventually kill himself because he critically fails. And he's like, "Oh," and he kills himself. Eight as a fucking elf comes in, slightly stronger, slightly buffed, slightly more better stats. They fight him. Gray goes into his black form, his black gray form, with his demon form. This is now a permanent transformation as he made a deal with his devil about finding the person that his devil wants to kill and letting him take over his body for that brief moment. Um,
I also gave him my if since I was one of the only people who can currently use him effectively. If I were to die in battle, he would have my body as well.
yes, that too. So they fight Eight. They knock him out with the help of Kara, because I think only 2 people were up, 3 people were up. Pearl, him, and so everyone else starts slowly getting back up after rolling things. Kara went to go heal them as her like couple actions, and they did all that, and yeah, so they did all that. They knocked him out. 9 came there. Lucas, the the idiot he was, decided, I'm going to kick that dead body even after 9 told me to get away from it. And I know I'm not stronger than 9, so he kicks it, and 9's like, okay, I'm just going to attack you like 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should have killed Lucas, but I spared him 1 time. Like, it will never happen again.
To
Never.
be fair, what helped your decision was it was a group decision. I mean, it was more your decision. Don't get me wrong, but it was the group who helped him live.
Yes. Um. So, fucking they let him live. For some reason, I don't know. I wouldn't have. They rolled dice. You live by the dice. You die by the dice.
That is great. It is a great motto. I want that on a shirt. Live by the dice, die by the dice.
Maybe that can be a fucking thing we make later. A shirt we make later. They go, and 9 takes 7 and 8 away, and they go back to their thing. They tell Dane, "I did it. We did it." And the groups, and Dane's like, "Cool." And he already gave them their money, and he drives away after telling Gray that he's like, "So, I'm going to talk to the Wizard King about a tournament. This should be fun, right? A tournament. You guys love tournaments. It's going to be for the Star Festival. That's going to be held in the next couple of weeks." Gray's like, "Cool." So they also get a mission to go to the Heart Kingdom to help with the treaty. They walk, they meet Old Man Jester, and when they go he's like, "If you help, I'll help you with whatever. I'll answer any questions if you get rid of that magma bear."
Pain. Pain.
um, and that I don't think Gabe likes this arc very much. The magma bear chomps and claws, and they kill it pretty fucking easily. And after they kill it, they learn that the Heart Knights are like, "Hey, did you see a bear made of magma around here?" They say, "Yes." They like, "Did you kill it?" "Yes." "Did you find something?" "No." I don't think White gives him the thing either. I think he's because they find a vial of some substance after the bear turns to ash, and they find a vial of something, and White just pockets it. Um, all of the guards are like, "Okay, well, thank you," because it was like an experiment gone wrong. That bear, it's been voiding us for weeks. So hard to track, I guess. And then Prince comes. He's like, "I'm Prince Natsu. Hello." And he sees Pearl, and he's like, "Will you marry me, young lady? You are the most stunning person in the world. I love you." Mwah. And Pearl's flustered, and she's like, I don't
Gray had to
know.
Gray, and then I stepped up and had to do a big brother role and had her stay with Old Man Jesterson for a little bit. And now hindsight, knowing what we know, is probably actually the worst idea.
Um, so, well, maybe. They get to the Heart Kingdom after walking with the boy. They ask questions, and Jose's character finds out from his sister that they're from Mexico. And then they moved to Japan, and they got isekai there, and other things. They just started talking about stuff. When they got there, they're like, "We'll come get you. Our mother wants to meet with you, but for now, just keep going around." So they walk around. They go to the magic shop and meet Old Man Dakota, which he's Old Man Gregory's brother. Old Man Gregory told them about him earlier. He's like, I have another brother named Old Man Nick in the Spade Kingdom, though that place is a lost cause. Don't know why he goes there. He sells magic accessories. So there's general goods, magic weapons, magic like armor and accessories in that place. The trifecta of brothers, and they're like, cool. We don't have enough coal, COL, to spend on this. So I think eventually they do transfer some Yule over to
The conversion rate is honest. The conversion rate for yield of coal is honestly just criminal.
It's bad. Inflation in the fucking in the Clover Kingdom is bad. They the queen calls for them. They talk to the queen. They find out that that Gajiel is the son of the queen, and that the queen uh, had an affair with her husband, with Old Man Jesterson, and made Gajiel. Kept it secret, but unfortunately, this was news to everybody. Um, but kept it a secret, and unfortunately, her husband died in a dragon attack when the queen was away. But the dragon was sealed. Um, yeah. And before all this, they also went to a church and got baptized, or not baptized. They got drenched in holy water to like cleanse them to enter the city, since their place is like very like religious, right? The Pope did it, and everyone and White has like this cursed armor on at the moment on his body, and he doesn't what it does a thing, but he doesn't know how it works yet. Um, but when someone hits him, it like reflects back. Um, I think I'm gonna make it like when someone I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna do it somehow, some way, somehow.
Imagine almost to think about it. Imagine like thorns from Minecraft.
Maybe for like one attack, he's like, I'm gonna thorns that. He's gonna take half damage here. Um, but maybe take his reaction. Um, So anyway, they get baptized. The curse does nothing. It does nothing to stop the cursed armor. And then the devil like black lightning gets shot off from the holy water when he enters it, when Gray enters it. And then he talks to the devil, and the devil's like, "This ain't shit. Does this man think that this is gonna stop me or any devil? That he's weak. This is weak." And she's like, "Damn, I'm not impressed," he says. And he they leave. They talk with the thing. They learn that Gajiel is um, the son of her, and about the dragon attack. Um, and yeah, uh, they get sent back to their abode um, after signing the treaty and having the treaty room. They meet Princess Jasmine as well. Princess Jasmine kind of she doesn't know what her magic is. She hasn't awakened to her magic yet, but she does have mana. She just doesn't have a magic like grimoire yet or magic yet. Um, but White goes. There's a memorial site for the dragon attack at the statue where the dragon is sealed, with a giant bell tower there, with a statue of the dragon on top. So White climbs it and sleeps on the statue. Everyone else sleeps. Um, in the room that they were provided. And then the next day, the guards are like, "Hey, stab, stab! What are you doing, Lucas? You are under arrest for the murder of Princess Jasmine." Him not knowing what the fuck they mean because he's never killed her. Is accused. Wrap him up in like bindings, and that's where I did a to be continued for next week. We're gonna start with him being arrested.
Also, little fun fact about the elf that's in Lucas. Uh, so a little inside joke that is through is well, no, I guess not an inside joke, but a joke that happened was when Lucas's sister was first introduced. Um, Lucas made a joke about liking his sister, but obviously had called the new lady hot and cute, beautiful. But he didn't know who she was first. And so it turns out the lady he called beautiful and hot and all that jazz was actually turned out to be his sister. So there's a current running joke that Lucas is in love with his sister. And well, as a little gag, we made his elf, the elf inside of him. Well, I guess not me, but it was more of like a joke that's tossed up that kind of like ran. But it's a little headcanon that Lucas's elf was actually in love with Pearl, his sister.
Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
So
Pretty
that
funny.
that is pretty funny indeed.
Okay, well, yeah, and that's it so far. And I guess it did have an after credit scene with the Pope getting ready and maniacally laughing, because every anime has to have an evil Pope. Come on.
I don't know.
Um,
Some enemies have had a pretty evil doctor, but I mean, I don't know why everyone calls that doctor pretty evil.
I'll have an evil doctor.
No, I was talking about the one that was obsessed on a division.
Oh, hey, I
No,
get what you mean.
I guess he was more adding.
Uh, but
What
yeah,
are you
that's
buzzing about?
the
Your phone
story
keeps
so
going.
far.
Your phone keeps going bird bird.
Oh, fucking people are texting me. But yeah, that's the story so far. I know probably no one will see this, but I think I will put it on YouTube or something. I don't know. Maybe. Uh,
Maybe after a little bit of editing to you could mute your
okay,
phone notifications because it's obnoxiously loud. And if it's obnoxiously loud for me, it's probably worse for the stream.
it's true. It was on silent already. That's the sad part. I don't understand. Okay, it shouldn't make any more noises. Okay. But yeah, that is that is it. Um, that is it for the story so far. Um, yeah, I think it's so far it's been a pretty good story. We're taking more of a break from Caden's character side of the story and focusing more on Gagio's right now, obviously, with him being with his family. Um, and obviously Lucas a little bit because he has the voice in his head, his sister, and he's being fucking framed for a crime he didn't commit by somebody. Um, you guys have to figure out who it is, I guess. Yeah,
It's still making the buzzing noise, but
I told you it's on silent. I don't know what to do.
oh, is this like your phone being plugged and unplugged?
No,
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know. But yeah, that is it. Um, thank you for being a part of this game.
You're welcome, of course. I added a little bit of player comment. It helps with, especially the leader of the group, so I can provide some intel from the player's perspective about how
Of
the
course.
story has gone.
Um,
Um,
I'm excited to
if
start
you guys,
streaming. It's gonna be
I'm
fun.
also sorry.
Uh,
If you guys have any, if you the guys, the viewers, have any questions, comments, or anything, feel this obviously doesn't affect the Twitch chat. But if any questions, comments, or concerns, just leave them in the YouTube comments. This will be posted to YouTube at whatever Logan's YouTube is.
hey, me. Maybe it depends. I don't. Probably. I'll see. I'll see if I can download it onto my computer. We'll see. We've been going for 2 hours. It's crazy.
So you have a lot of story to go over.
Content we've done. Also, we've been off topic a little bit. But yeah, this is how it's going to look when we start doing the D&D. The pictures, again, pictures are subject to change. As I said at the beginning, it's like these pictures are not going to stay. They're going to just be substitute fill-ins for now.
They're placeholders for the time being, but
same with this whole setup. It's just until we can get our feet moving. I like to move it as I will. But yeah, if anyone watching this enjoys, depending on who you are, I would be more than happy to answer your questions about the series so far. If when, I don't know if we will or not. We post this to YouTube on my channel. Be more than happy to do it to answer. I'll be answering questions. Yeah, and you can find this D&D every other Saturday at 11 EST. No, 12 EST, 11 CST Central Standard Time. So 12 EST is when you can find this D&D happening. However, it is being pushed back 30 minutes earlier next week or this week because God, you'll need it to be 30 minutes earlier. So how it is. But yeah, thanks all for joining. I am Logan. This has been Gabe and Caden somewhat.
Yes, and my name is Gabe. I'm also known as Gray, but you've been over this already.
Yes, of course. My fucking thing. I'm gonna end the stream now.
Bye bye, guys. Have a great night.